Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of Astrological Overview, and today we're going to have a look at Capricorn season. And as always, we have the sun over here showing up as us, holding all our talents and our skills, holding our soul and our soul awareness, our life force, our life purpose, and also our ego and our soul. It's everything that we are. And first of all, we got to remember that we are electrical beings, okay? We are made of light. So this is the sun showing up in our chart with everything that we are. And so now we're going to have a look at what the sun is highlighting when the sun is in the zodiac sign of Capricorn. And so Capricorn is this hard-working mountain goat, and as we can see in the picture, it's moving upwards, okay? The Capricorn is the CEO. It's the one who is setting a goal and saying, you know what, I am going all in here, and I keep going until I get what I want, until I am at the top of the mountain, until I reach my goal. And that's also why Capricorn is about success, because here we also in the earth element. It's a very practical sign. It's putting one foot in front of the other. So it's a slow moving energy, but it's a building energy. It's solid, rock solid here. And so it promises us that whatever hard work we have been putting in some areas of our lives, we will reach the top. We will come out successfully. We will reach the end destination and see that our intention is actually manifesting in the 3D world, okay? So it's very ambitious. It's also very serious. It's materialistic, as I mentioned before, and it's about our job and our career. And it's really about hard work. Okay, so with Capricorn energies, it's a slow building energy. It can also be a very, it's a very receiving energy here. It's feminine, so it's very much about putting your feet on the ground, doing your work, taking one step at a time, doing things thoroughly, and really also being mindful as you go, okay? So it's, as I said before, it's a slow moving energy. So Capricorn wants to know that everything, every detail has been looked at before we move on. And so let's move on here and see in which house we find the energies of Capricorn. And here we have the 10th house. Now the 10th house is about our life purpose. It's about our achievements in the world. It's about how far we have come. Like we can see with this astronaut in the picture, ending up on the planet and looking back and saying, okay, how far have I come? How wise have I become now? What have I learned? Because in Capricorn, we also find the disciple, that there's a lot of wisdom when you just do the work. If you move through every detail, you are very certain of yourself also that you come out with a lot of wisdom. So that's why we here in the 10th house also have the work of the disciple, okay? Do your job, take one step at a time, keep moving, have endurance, have persistence, and you will or be persistent, and you will reach your goal, okay? You will come out with a lot of wisdom. So in the 10th house, it's like we're looking back, and we are also we're looking back on everything that we have achieved so far, where we can ask ourselves, okay, what is our status right now in the world? How far have I come? Have I done my job? Is there anything I need to look through once again? Did I get all the details? Did I have a look at every corner? Did I turn every stone? And to move on with the 10th house and the meaning of that, we're going to have a look at the planet that is ruling the 10th house, which is Saturn, because Saturn is the last visible planet that we can see with the naked eye from Earth before we move out to the outer planets of Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. And so here it's like we are asking ourselves, standing here looking back, okay, are we ready now? We are looking at our position, our status in society, which Saturn represents, because Saturn also represents law and regulation. It can also be about limitation, but it's also about authority. It's about time and karma. It's about destiny. So again, Saturn is pointing to that here there is a challenge for us. And if we accept that challenge, we will gain wisdom, as the picture says here. It's like, if you can see here, there's a wall here, a small path on the wall. And if we can balance our work, if we really take up this challenge and we decide to go through it all the way, then we will reach someplace new. Okay, we will have gained some kind of wisdom. And Saturn is also, therefore, like the father figure here. It's like authority, restrictions, being a little bit, sometimes a little bit tough perhaps, or it can seem a little bit hard. But it's really just because Saturn is very focused and it just wants to accomplish whatever goal it is. It has promised itself that it wants to go for. So it's a sign where we have a lot of work to do here, hard work. And so the 10th house is really about looking back on how much wisdom we have gained, to really have a look at all our tangible 3D lives, which is also represented through Saturn. So it's about looking back, asking ourselves, how far have I come? Where do I need to still maybe do some extra work? Did I turn every stone? And really look at preparing for the next journey, which would be preparing for traveling out to meet the outer planets. And the first one would be Uranus. So that is where we're going now next to the 11th house, which is about higher thinking, where we are beginning to come out in contact with something that is out of this world, that is out of the 3D 3D conventional life that we live here on Earth. It's when we are moving beyond restrictions, beyond society, beyond conventional living, beyond normal timelines, and having a look in what's behind all that, or you could say below or above. Okay, so it's about diving deeper into what is not visible to us right away. So Capricorn is really where we now can get a lot of work done. So if you have any projects, Capricorn season is a good time to get done what needs to be done. Even if it's something where you think, okay, I don't know, maybe it's going to require a lot of time and a lot of hard work, and I don't know about my status in it. Will I reach my goal? Will I really be able to maybe move my position in society if that's what you wish for? Maybe move your position at work. So that is really something you need to ask yourself. But right now there is clarity on that area in your life. Where is there a challenge in your life somewhere where you really need to take on that challenge, because you also know that you will end up being wiser. You will end up with a new insight that will really be able to bring you on your next journeying out to meet the outer planets, to meet higher thinking, to meet something at a deeper level in yourself. So that is what Capricorn season overall is about. I have put a link down below if you want to check out your personal chart to see where you have Capricorn energy. And of course in which houses, because that will tell you exactly what life areas this energy will show up in. And also if you have any planet positions there, because that will tell you about how you are showing up there. So a lot of clarity on our work life, career, how far we have come. We are now making a status. And that is also why it's perfect here at the end of the year, where we are often looking back and say, okay, what did I accomplish this year? Is there something that still needs my attention, or am I ready to be moving on? Did I do all the work? What wisdom do I possess now that I did not possess at the beginning of the year? So maybe you want to look more into that as well. So let's have a look at what we can expect throughout this Capricorn season as a collective. And maybe also here you want to check out your personal chart. So let's pull some tarot to see what's up for us, what to expect on a global level here throughout Capricorn season. And we'll just pull a few cards. Okay, so let's have a look. So, first of all, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit, card number 9. Normally in his upright position, he looks like this. He's ready to go out there, moving on with prudence, lighting up his path, taking one step at the time. This is a reference to Virgo, 6th house energy, which is also holding the earth element energy. So it would be in family. It is familiar to the Capricorn energy as well. But coming out here, it's talking about that perhaps we are not ready yet to move out on that path. There is something that is making us maybe a little anxious. We just feel that we want to be in our cave. We are not ready yet. There's something that is not yet spotlight on. As we can see, he's holding the lamp. So we are not ready to move out there yet. So let's pull some cards to look at the details. And first of all, we have card number 15, the Devil. And we have the Emperor, card number 4 in reverse. And then we have card number 0, the Fool, coming out. Okay. So, in the details, this is about that maybe we are thinking a lot about ourselves right now. Now, this would be a reference to Capricorn energy actually in the original tarot. To me personally, this could also be a reference to the first house of the zodiac, where we find the universal energies of Aries, which would be which is a fire sign. So this is about, so this can also be about our ego. But in the original tarot, it is a reference to Capricorn. So let's read these two energies together. So maybe we're too much in our ego right now, and we need to really balance that out, that right now it's about doing the job and make sure that someone is not coming in and trying to tell us to do something else by promising us something and not really keeping their promise. Like, do you think that's the right direction for you in life? Or look over here, this is much better for you. That kind of devil energy that is trying to get us off our own path. So it's very important now that we actually keep to our ego, but as always, we want to seek the balance in things, of course. So there could also be a first house reference here, alongside with the 10th house, since Aries energies are in the first house of the zodiac, which is ruled by Mars. So there is something here about physical action also, but to do our work, to really do our work, to dive deeper, to put one step in front of the other, and to not let anything distract us, but actually allow ourselves to think about ourselves here, to keep to our path, because there is a lot going on in the world right now, and this is pointing to that is going to continue quite a while. So we need to be careful of those kind of devil energies showing up all over the place, but to stay the course, okay? And as a collective, we really need to have some intentions put out there and follow them through. Follow through on the work that needs to be done right now to move the collective in a more sensible direction, where we come much more into alignment with the earth energy, since Capricorn is pointing to the earth, okay? So it's very important about what we also do to Mother Earth. So much more about being sustainable, for example, stuff like that. So let's move on to the Emperor, card number 4, also a reference to the planet Jupiter. So the Emperor coming out here in reverse, normally he's talking about strength and stability and irrevocable judgment, but there's something here that is making us uncertain. You know, we're doubting Jupiter is about turning knowledge into wisdom. It's about great optimism and enthusiasm. It's about taking great leaps of faith, really believing in ourselves. And it's about our belief system, our and also our judgment in life. So there's something here that is making us anxious, something that is making us feeling unstable, like we're not ready to put our foot down, as we can see normally in the picture here, that in its upright position, it's like, sitting on the throne, knowing what you are really sitting on the truth here. You know what to do. You feel strong, and you feel that you're focused on your goals and you're going for that. But it's like there's something here that could make us feel unstable. So that is why we need to tend to our path here, really to focus on ourselves, because there is something about also survival of here right now here on Earth, also pointing to Capricorn energies again. So something is rocking our boats right now. We don't feel it in particularly strong right now, but we are actually putting all our energies together, our strong, all our abilities. We're putting them in our back. We are winding up old energies. Card number 0 in the tarot is marking the transition from the last card of the zodiac of the tarot, which is card number 21, and the first card number 1, which is the Magician. So we're in between platforms right now. We have not yet left the old way of living, and we are not yet on the new platform. So we are in between right now. We are in transition. And so we really need to, this is pointing to a strong will, that we are maybe a little bit naive, but that we need to look forward now. We need to look up and forward. We need to not look back in history, but look forward and move on and prepare ourselves for a whole new journey. Maybe we feel, even though we may feel a little bit unstable, that we don't feel strong enough, and we just need to do it anyway. I feel that there's this, move on anyway, look forward, look up in the sky, just be focused on the way forward, and know to collect everything that has been positive, everything that has been constructive, and put all of that in our bags and take that with us, all our life experiences, and saying, okay, we're taking a new round now, we're preparing for a new turn in the tarot, in a life, starting a new life circle. And so this card number 9 here is really pointing to more introvert work right now, pointing to Virgo energies, as I mentioned before, and 6th house energy, which is about our health. It's the healer. It's also pointing to work, and it's pointing to our routines, practicalities in life. So there might be something here that we want to check up on once again before we are completely ready to begin a new life circle. So let's see. Let's pull some cards from the minor arcana to see what this is all about, which life areas we will find these energies. And also maybe with the minor arcana cards, you want to check out your personal chart to see which life areas this is going to have any effect on your life. First of all, we have 4 of Pentacles. We have 9 of Chalices. And we have 7 of Swords. And the last card at the bottom of the deck, we have 6 of Swords coming out. This is talking about misunderstandings and delays, and this card has come out a lot in my readings lately. So there is something about here on a mental level, since we're in the air element here, pointing to our mentality, our visions, ideas, and also communication in speaking, both in speaking and in writing, where there is something that has been in delay. So something, it can be information coming up now that has been in delay. Something new is coming up. So it's like this tour, the next tour that this hermit has to do, a new life circle coming up where he needs to move out in. It has been in delay because we've been waiting for some information to come out. Now with the Swords here, we are also in the air element zodiacs, in the zodiac signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, all pointing to the air element. So there's something here that's talking about maybe dialogue, information, new learning coming in that we need, that it has been in delay, and that's what is delaying us from going out there and living the way we want to live with health and work. And also we can see with the pandemic going on right now, air element is pointing to also freedom, and as I mentioned before, dialogue, wanting to learn about new information. So we are quite curious here what it is that has been in delay, and that seems to be coming up. We are waiting for something before we can move on into the next life circle. Okay, so 4 of Pentacles with the Devil card here. Again, a reference to the earth element signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So that is quite a perfect reference here. Capricorn all the way through, where also with Mars energies and Aries energies, as I mentioned before, a reference to the 1st house as well for me on a personal level, alongside with the 10th house. Something, there needs to be some action-oriented behavior now in our work life, in our finances, how we are going about our practical daily materialistic life, you know, the structure around it, also accommodation situation, where this is talking about that something is coming into realization now, perhaps also expansion. But that is where we need to focus on now, our way forward, that we need to realize something. We need to have a clear look on something, okay, because something is expanding here, and that's why we need to keep our balance here. We need to keep on our own path forward, really being quite aware of what is going on in that area of life, because something seems to expand right now. But 4 is a stable number, so we will reach stability. And so with 9 of Chalices coming out with the Emperor in reverse, I feel that this is talking about our virtue in life, our affection in life, it's that's actually where we have some kind of instability going on right now. The chalices is a reference to the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So this is about our emotions, our spirituality, sensitivity, using our psychic abilities, being able to see clearly how everything is connected, okay? So that's where we seem to be on rocky grounds right now. We are not stable. We don't feel that we have the strength right now because there might be something closing up. Since we have a 9 here, it's pointing to ending. So something is ending within our belief systems, in our how we used to feel about things. And with the Fool coming out over here with 7 of Swords, it's like we are preparing for new truths to come in. Again, the Swords, a reference back to the air element and the zodiac signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So there's something about truth coming out here and secrets coming out before we can begin this new life circle, this new journey in life. We need for some information to come out, and it's a truth that is coming out here while we are in between platforms. So a very exciting time. So let's pull a couple of cards to see where this is taking us. So it's very interesting because with earth element energies right now, it seems as if we are on a little bit of rocky grounds, new information coming up to the surface. And since we also have both the Sun now alongside with Venus, Pluto, and Mercury in Capricorn, a lot is going on with, you know, the Swords, a reference to Mercury, with the Pentacles down here, reference to Venus also, and with the Chalices, a reference to Pluto, which is ruling the 8th house of Scorpio, which is about water. So we have a reference to those energies here as well. So a lot is going on here. Yes, this is actually going to take us to more freedom and inner peace, okay? So there will be inner peace, as we can see, where that is also a reference to Piscean energies, Scorpio energies, Cancerian energies here with the chalices. And we will come to peace in our emotions, in our spirituality, in seeing the truth in things and see how everything is interconnected, and that we will come more into freedom, talking also to this expansion energy here with 4 of Pentacles, and with the truth coming out also over here, a reference to the air element and the bird up here, Mercury. Mercury is going to bring up some information that will kind of be setting us free, okay? So we have 2 cards also coming out here. Yes, we are coming to life. We are coming to life here. It's like we are being reborn again. And that is also what Pluto is talking about. That's rebirth after a long time of transformation, okay? But slow and steady wins the race, right? So back to the Hermit down here and the earth element, where it's a slow but steady and stable moving energy. We will reach something new here. We will be called back to life, which is also Pluto energy. And also I feel that there's a lot of Venus energy here, that where she's coming in to promising us success and beauty in life and making things comfortable again, okay? But it's a slow moving energy here. But there is something new coming to life, coming to the surface, up to the, you know, from coming up from the surface here back to the water, reaching the surface of the earth, okay? So it's just a slow and steady moving energy. So I think that a lot of information is going to come up, but it's going to take some time to clean it up, to see what it's really about. So we have a little advice here coming out, talking about flow. You need more flexibility in your life. Allow yourself to go with the flow. Yes. And that would also be a reference to Pluto energy here while we're in Capricorn. that we need to go with the flow right now and see where it takes us. Take one information at the time, look at it, really be moving through it, look at it once again, asking ourselves, what is that about? Mercury energy. Keep asking questions because Mercury is curious and it wants to know all the details. So that is what is going to happen on a collective level. Now, for those of you who are born in the zodiac sign of Capricorn, let's have a couple of cards for you to see what Capricorn season will bring to you. And let's see what is specific coming up for you. And we have one card showing itself here. Spirit of air. Okay, so we have still a lot of air. So this is a fast moving energy, again, a reference back to Mercury. So maybe you want to figure out where you have Mercury in your chart, or maybe the energies of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius to see where things are speeding up, because this is a fast moving energy. This is also about looking out for your breath, you know. Make sure that you breathe with the pulse of the universe. A really beautiful card that you are connected with spirit through breathing, actually. So maybe you want to have more focus on that as well. But a really fast moving energy, also pointing to your mentality, your visions and intentions. So that if there's something that you've had an idea about, or a special intention, focusing on a new goal in your life, and you've been thinking of that a lot and you've been talking about that a lot, then this is a confirmation that now things are speeding up. Okay, so let's see. With the personal cards here, you have card number 18. Whatever this number means for you on a personal level, definitely go with that. This is the child coming out here. Yeah, look up. See, we have a lot of sky energy here. Look up in the sky, you know, be like a child, dream like a child, have that childlike outlook on life. And also this dreaming outlook, I feel that this little girl has, okay, where she feels safe, she's in her room, she's in her, maybe her favorite dress, she's just looking up. Allow yourself to dream, allow yourself to dream big, go beyond, go higher. Okay, so I really feel that there's a lot of air element in this. So really look to where you have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energies in your chart, because things are moving fast. This is the fastest element of the 4 elements. Okay, so throughout Capricorn season, man, things are really going to speed up for you guys. And whatever it is that you're dreaming about, maybe ever since you were a child, things seem to come into fruition. 1 + 8 is 9. So that is also talking about an ending, pointing perfectly to the 9 of chalices, about your virtue and affection, finding that in life. So dream big for those of you who are born in Capricorn throughout Capricorn season here of 2021 and into the beginning of 2022. So that was what I had for you in this episode of Astrological Overview. I hope you have been inspired to dive deeper into the cards. I'm wishing you all the best. Take great care of yourselves out there. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.